Welcome to Wednesday Alì'fya, where I teach you the Navi language. Each language is based solely on its alphabet, obviously. And the Navi language is no different. I will run through the letters of the alphabet and give you pronunciations for certain letters that need differentiation from their English counterparts. A, ow, I, a, ew. This is the one in the Navi dictionary, but I've also seen it spelled like this. A, E, I, K, and K. This one is a harder pronunciation of the K. This is L and the double L. The double L is a softer pronunciation than L. This is the eng. It's common in other languages and can often start words. In English, this is not a word that starts words. It's more common in Asian languages and some ancient languages like Greek. In Navi, this is the word yu, nga, and it's also the Asian surname Nguyen. It's difficult to pronounce it at first, but with enough practice, you can get fluent. You can quite often pronounce it correctly. Nguyen, nga, that kind of thing. O, like K, this is a harder pronunciation of the P. P. And similar to the L, the double R, well, This is also very common in Navi and is not as common in English. This comes in words like the Navi word for earth, urta. This T is pronounced a little more like the English letter D, like in middle or metal. In the film, this is a letter that is pronounced quite clearly and has the When Grace is testing Jake on his knowledge of the members of the Omaticaya clan, she says Tsute, and Jake says Sute. This is quite different. It's quite distinct. This is it's kind of like K and P, where it's a harder pronunciation of the T. Ooh. And finally, the glottal stop. The glottal stop is kind of like the pause in the English uh-oh. It's a distinct stop of the words that you're saying before you continue on. You've seen this before when I wrote the word rta. And the double R, when it's at the beginning of the word, always begins with the glottal stop. Now for some special notes about the letters. These letters can only come at the end of a syllable beginning with a single consonant. For example, the word to smile, rtok. Or, as I have mentioned before, the Na'vi word for earth, rta. These letters can only be at the beginning of a syllable. So, for example, a word like youth is not possible. Or rather, these are the only consonants that can be at the beginning of the syllable. Only these consonants can appear with other consonants. For example, the word to test, fmetok, the word brave, steo, and a word that almost everyone is familiar with from the film, if I could get it right, skaung. These consonants are the only ones who may end a syllable. Oh, these consonants, rather, because the Na'vi word de, tr, the double R is considered a vowel, so it doesn't apply to this rule. However, like the word I mentioned before, skaung, it ends with a consonant. Now for a special note about lenition. Lenition is just a fancy term for spelling changes. When a word or a letter is pluralized in some forms, the spelling changes. So, and here is the table. As you can see, each of these letters basically loses its strong point. The p goes to p, the p goes to f, t and t go to a regular s, k softens, and the glottal stop is the only one who gets removed. vanishes. This occurs with nouns in plurality. For example, the word sister, when you want to say sisters without, well, there are many plural forms of these words. There's the dual, the trial, and then there's the multiple. The multiple is the one that applies. So, when you write the plural of smuke, it turns into aismuke. Now, in words that have a spelling change, like smuke, you can just as correctly drop the plural prefix and have smuke. It would still mean the same thing. Thank you for watching Wednesday Alì'fya. The resources that I've used come from learnnavi.org. If you want to continue watching, be my guest. The next lesson will be next Wednesday, where I teach you about nouns and plurals in more depth. I am Rick the Avatard, and until next Wednesday, kievame ute E01.